Ahoy and welcome back to the Crow's Nest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Captain J, and we have some huge Sea of Thieves news to talk about today. A few weeks back in November, Rare launched the Sea of Thieves Insider Program, giving players the opportunity to test out and provide feedback on the development of the game. This week, we've had both a blog post and trailer detailing what's to come in that Insider Program, and the big announcement is the first technical alpha for players to participate in. Arguably, the biggest headline from the post is that the test is almost here. The alpha test starts December 16th and runs through December 18th. As it's part of the Insider Program, the test falls under NDA, meaning no streaming, no recording, no screenshots, or any type of sharing for that matter. Again, the only way to possibly get a chance at this test and future tests is to be signed up as a Sea of Thieves Insider. It's also important to note that the alpha test will be limited to 1,000 players over the weekend. So if you don't receive an invite for this test, no worries, as there will be other tests in the future. This particular test and build will be taking a close look at the features that have not been shown off publicly before. One of the major features advertised for this playtest is the search for treasure and the journey that players will go on finding it. Players will have a map in their inventory that will have an X signifying where the treasure is located. You'll need to work out where this island is, and with the help of your crew, the task should be easier. Using teamwork and cooperation, players will be able to comb over the ship's map and their own to navigate their way to the island. Once there, players will have to figure out the location of the treasure using the island's landmarks as a guide. Once your crew has found that gold, you need to dig it up and haul it back to your ship to be on your way to a nearby outpost to cash in on the loot. As straightforward as this sounds, it isn't, because other players will potentially try to steal your loot for themselves. So with that said, be sure to find a safe spot aboard your ship to keep prying pirate hands away from your treasure. You did the hard work finding it, don't let them walk off with it. This build will have the ship combat as seen in the earlier builds from E3 and Gamescom, so you'll need to keep an eye out for enemy pirates on the seas. And if things get up close and personal, players will also be armed with a blunderbuss, which we have not seen yet, that they can use to fire at other enemy players. On top of that, death is also part of this build, and if you die, you'll be transported to the Ferry of the Damned, aka the Ghost Ship. When you're there, you'll have the opportunity to head back to the mortal world, but not before seeking out some kind of favor with the Ghost Captain. Now, there isn't too much info on that yet, but after completing this task, you'll be transported back and have the opportunity to rejoin your crew. Another new feature is the inclusion of mermaids who will be able to respawn you and your crew if your vessel sinks, sending you back to your ship. If all goes well, you'll have made it back to an outpost with your crew and treasure in hand, ready to turn it in for gold. That's a quick roundup of what to expect in next week's test. I'm super excited and keeping my fingers crossed that I'm able to get in and check out the game once more. Again, as we move forward with the program, if you didn't get into this particular test, there will be future tests for insiders. That's about everything you need to know for this first alpha test. What do you think of the direction the Rare is heading towards with the development of the game? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Crow's Nest for more Sea of Thieves. As always, I'm Captain J, and until next time, fair winds and following seas.